What?
Okay.
Yo, this cat. Yo, nah, don't switch up.
I just stopped watching, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
You wanted to cut this. You wanted to...
What? Yo, we come back here for another video. Hey, bro, today we have a very, very, very important video. One of the most important videos in Weeb Club history, actually. Today, I mean, you guys are in class right now, bro. We're going to be teaching y'all how to judge an anime, bro. This is how you should be looking at animes. If you're having trouble saying, how should I look at this anime? How do I judge it? How should I put this in order if you're trying to make a list? These are all the important things of judging an anime. We're going to go how we feel in order with things. The topics that we have, how you should judge your anime. So get your popcorn ready. Learn about anime, bro. We the teachers today. Let's get it. Alright, y'all, so the first thing that we think is the most important is entertainment, bro. At the end of the day, bro, if you're not entertained, like, it doesn't matter how good the fight, plot, animation, whatever it is, it doesn't matter about anything. For example, in my opinion, Mushoku Tensei supposedly has good plot and world building, but it's the most boring anime. You can't get into it. There's nothing to, like, watch. You're not hyped about anything. You're not connected to no characters. Like, that's, like, why I'm not entertained. But for something like Dragon Ball, who doesn't have the craziest plot, they say, in my opinion, the plot's good, but I'm just entertained by the fights and everything else that's going on. If you are entertained by the anime and you truly like it, and that's for you, so it's good. You got to be entertained, and it's just probably the most important thing, because if you're not entertained, if you're just watching the screen just to watch it, you're going to be like, why am I watching this? Or like, should I stop watching this? Or whatever and the case is. It can be the worst plot, it can be the best plot. As long as you're entertained, it's just what matters the most, and that's your opinion. That's what translates to your opinion the most. You shouldn't be watching anime for like really no reason, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and I'm a victim of that. I watch anime where it's like, I watch it just because I've heard it was good and wanted to get it on my list. And you still could do that, but it's just like, are you really like liking the anime? Wouldn't you rather watch anime that you're entertained by? So in my opinion, and it's definitely entertainment is definitely the most important thing.
I mean, we all agree that entertainment is that important. Like, you can literally have the most intricate plot ever, but like, if it's not entertaining, then like, it really don't matter. Like, I don't know if you guys seen those Our Piss in Abyss fucking series, but
I should have brought that up.
That shit ain't hidden, bro. Like, I don't even like the plot that much, but like, it can like, people like it. So. It might be complicated, it might be complex. We're too pea-brained for that shit. I don't know. I really don't care, but it's boring. Like, at the end of the day, it's boring. If it's entertaining for you, then I mean, that's probably what's most important. Like, but everything, I mean, we'll get into it, but everything works in tandem. Everything kind of goes hand in hand, but we'll get more to that.
For me, like, when I'm watching anime, bro, like, say I watch an anime and then 6 months down the line I reflect on the anime. What I'm gonna reflect on is how hyped I got, how many times during the anime, and how, like, really hyped I got. My favorite animes get me hyped the most. I actually genuinely, when I'm watching it, just chilling, and I just freaking get up and I'm like, holy shit, this is going crazy. They make me feel something, an emotion. Some animes, they can have, like Jake was saying, like intricate things, like intricate characters, intricate plot, but if they're just flat out don't get me hyped, like out of my seat, then I don't give a shit about what's happening. So honestly, entertainment is definitely the number one. For example, Kuroko gets me more hyped than Haikyuu, bro. We argued about Kuroko versus Haikyuu. They all think Haikyuu's better. But to me, Kuroko got me more hype. Critically, in every category, Kuroko probably is like, alright, you can give it to Haikyuu critically. Maybe in some aspects you can give it to Kuroko, but hype-wise, I think Kuroko. It's a tangible thing. It's not really, you can't really specifically say entertainment, hype. It's a very tough thing to narrow down, but it's just there. It just exists. Entertainment, hype.
I agree with Rune. Like, there are intangible things you can't really put a scale on, or you can't really scale it, like, on paper. Like, I think Main Abyss is good. I find it entertaining. Mushu, I find really entertaining. I think Mushu is so good and entertaining, but these motherfuckers just don't. Because, like, from my perspective, I think it's good. That's just what I like. Entertainment is just such a bias and perspective. Only you can find out what's entertaining to you. It's just to each their own. Like, entertainment is definitely number one. Like other people said, we all have other categories we're gonna fill out right now, so let's get into them.
Alright, next up we got plot. Plot being one of the most important things in watching an anime. It makes you connected to the anime, what you want to see during the anime. It makes the emotions go crazy. It makes you just locked in, wanting to just watch another episode after something just happened. That is mainly because of plot, bro. You see all these like things that happen, it's all because of plot. It's all because of the build-up. I mean, inside a plot, you got the world building, character development, all this shit. Obviously, all that is super important when you're watching an anime, because you just want to know what's happening next, and you want to know if there's a goal that they're trying to get to. So all this stuff isn't happening for no reason. Some of these animes just have insane plot with plot twists that have you going crazy, like, and then wanting to keep watching more, like, has your emotions running wild. If someone dies and he's one of your favorite characters, like, honestly, like, not many anime characters die, like, especially, like, really, like, popular ones. So, like, when they do, that is plot, and it's plot twist, and it goes absolutely crazy. Plot in general, if you have a really long anime like One Piece, the plot in One Piece probably has the best plot ever. It's definitely top 3, right? And it has a bunch of episodes, but that's what makes it able to have a bunch of episodes, because it's such a unique goal of something that's going to happen down the line. So it just, you want to keep watching to see if Luffy will actually be the Pirate King, or just whatever is going to happen. That goes to with everything, with Naruto and all these long animes, Full Metal, Attack on Titan, bro. That plot is actually ridiculous. Like, it's, and then they involve everything else that happens with it. Even the fights happen because of the plot. If there's a super important fight between two characters that you like so much because of the plot just built it. So it all lines up to entertainment at the end of the day. So, but plot is definitely very important.
Yeah, no, entertainment and plot go, like, they work so close with each other, because, like, I feel like the most important thing when it comes to plot is how invested you feel into the anime, because, like, it can have, like, some crazy plot, but if you don't like the character, you don't really feel attached to, like, what's going on, and, like, literally anything can happen. It wouldn't even matter. Like, this person could die and you'd be like, alright, whatever. A power-up or something, like MC or side character, they could be doing some crazy shit, but, like, if you don't feel invested, then I really don't give a shit, to be honest. I mean, like, we keep shitting on Fist of the Abyss, I feel kind of bad at this point, but, like, running it back to Fist of the Abyss, if the plot, like, it's probably pretty intricate. Like, I can't tell, because I'm half awake when I rewatch that shit, but, like, the reply is, like, it doesn't make me feel attached to these characters. Like, literally,
it's dog shit.
I'm literally I'm begging for these characters to fucking die, bro. It's crazy. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, it's hard to say, but entertainment and plot, they work really close with each other. I'll just say the most important thing is if you feel attached to these characters, or the world setting, everything like that, that is going to be entertaining. Way more entertaining than if you didn't.
Elaborate on something you said, like the bias part. Like, everyone, even anyone can be biased towards anything. Everyone could come together and realize what a good plot is, a really good plot is, and everyone will love a really good plot.
Yeah, there's certain plots that are just universally fire. Almost universally fire. They, like, almost everyone can agree they're almost fire. Plot is damn important. Intricate plot does not equal good plot, but there's a lot of freaking animes that have intricate plot that are good. So, like, for example, Mob Psycho is a pretty simple plot to me. I think that shit is fire. Freaking One Piece has a pretty intricate plot, but they execute the intricate plot. They keep it, like, simple to a degree that it's understandable, that fans, like, even basic fans can understand, like, the intricate shit going on. Same with Full Metal, same with AOT. They're pretty intricate plot. I mean, from right now, I don't know for sure. Like, DBZ has a pretty basic plot, but the plot is good. It, like, keeps you interested to keep watching. Same with Bleach. Bleach has a basic plot, but you keep watching. The best animes, I mean, this is why thriller animes have a leg up to me. Sometimes, like, thriller animes automatically, when I'm watching a thriller anime, I'm locked in. I can't want to keep watching the next episodes. I want to keep binging. Some shonen animes, like, no matter how good they are, I still don't want to just binge it like that crazy, because it's not a thriller. Nothing can make you feel like a thriller, so that's where they have a leg up. But yeah, plot is pretty damn important, and plot leads into fights for me.
Like Fats was saying, like, plot is like the backbone. It's like the foundation of the whole anime. So if you have a bad plot, that shit's gonna fall over right away. Like, again, everything's subjective. So from your perspective, this might be good, some shit might be bad. God of High School, that shit had terrible plot. Absolutely garbage plot. No idea what's happening. Shit was skipping everything. Like, it was so bad. It was just amazing fighting. Yeah, God of High School. You hate that shit.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Yeah,
God of High School's plot is so ass. I have no idea what's happening. Just fight straight hands. I guess it's cool, but, like, it just makes it have no attachment whatsoever. I don't care at all.
Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah, too. But then, like, fucking Runesa, like, Mob's got such a basic plot. This fucking guy's got his fucking powers, and he just fights with Reagan and shit like that. Capcom, whatever. Like, but that's it. Like, I'm attached to Mob. I love Mob. I love Reagan. I like everybody. Plot, it just changes everything. Because if you can have a bad plot, but still have a good show. But plot is definitely the most important thing. I feel like. I think it's low-key more important than entertainment, but that just be plot can just carry you for, like, forever. Like One Piece, like, it has amazing plot. So it can keep going and just keep building upon that.
Alright, so next up, probably something that's just as important as plot is fights, bro. Fights are just, like, the main thing about anime, honestly. Like, you go there and you just want to see scraps. You straight up, especially with trash anime, it's just like, if you're not gonna give us anything, like, you need to give us scraps. You like you need to give us the fire fights. Like, you see all these animes just insane fights, and that has some stuff to do with plot. The best fights are plot builded up. I mean, as long as you do the fight right, I mean, it's gonna get you hyped. That's the thing that gets you the most hype in anime is fights, and that's just obvious. You're gonna root for someone, so you're rooting against someone, right? And if your person dies, then you feel some type of way, which is more plot twist. Fights is what anime is, like what built everything. I mean, you see DBZ and Naruto, they probably have the best fights in anime, right? Those are two like top 5 animes that are around the world, you know what I mean? With that being said, it's like I said already, the characters that verse each other, like sometimes it's super important, sometimes it's not as important, but even when it's not as important, doesn't mean it can't be fire, especially if they do it a certain way. If you have 2 of your favorite characters going at it for 10 episodes with insane animation, insane trash talk, insane plot behind it, I mean, there's nothing, it doesn't get any better, and it's just what's the nature of the most heights, and I mean, that's what's the most entertaining, probably. Naruto and DBZ, shout out them with the fights, because they have the best fights ever.
Alright, well, all I'm saying is that's a shonen exclusive. Like, fights is like shonen, because like there's whole ass categories obviously that is just no fighting, which is okay, because that's like not everyone like cares about that. But yeah, if we're talking about shonen, or we're talking about something that would have fights are like super important, like just how they set it up, because they can set it up really well, but like if it's some burger ass Record of Ragnarok slideshow, you know, like this is kind of stupid, you know. Like I think fights probably could carry by themselves if they have like a decent plot where you feel attached, then you can actually just get carried by the fights, you know, like just how hype it looks, yeah, like just straight up just how like good it looks. But God of High School is kind of that anime. I don't know, maybe it doesn't work out all the time, but yeah, fights are super fucking important.
I mean, if the fights are godly, it's most likely automatically most people are gonna be like, all right, you know, this anime's good. Not like S tier, but they'll think it's good automatically. Demon Slayer, for me, Demon Slayer early on, Demon Slayer was kind of that example. JJK is kind of that example for me. But I mean, both are improving. JJK, we'll see. I like freaking fights that have a plot leading into it, some real meaning behind the fight. And when there's like fights with quotes and shit, like people say some iconic lines, like you can really feel that. Yeah, oh man, you can feel the meaning behind why they're fighting, like what their motivation is. That just makes the fight better. So obviously it can't be burger. We can't have no burger fights. That's gonna be ugly. But if it's medium with elite plot going into it, then it's still elite. So that's how I look at it.
Fighting is just like anime, like DBZ's, like Naruto, like those are the main staples, of just like Pokemon, like those are the main staples of anime. You know, like everybody knows those kind of animes, and what they all have in common, they all are shonen, they all fight, they all have hands. So if your show doesn't have not top tier or at least like decent or average like 2022 fighting like animation, it's not gonna be like considered like a great or an amazing anime, you know. Like, so like fighting is definitely one of the most important keys of any anime, even if it's a romance, like maybe not fighting, but like some key aspects of this, like some action, exactly, some progression, some actions in it, then yeah.
And one last thing, obviously shonen is all fighting, like, but that's what I mean. Shonen is anime, bro. Imagine if there was. It really is.
I mean, in Abyss fans, you get
to real people out there, to people that love anime, they know about shonen. They know about shonen.
You giving Made in Abyss fans too many ammo, bro. Chill.
Fuck Made in Abyss fans. Nah, I love you. All right, next up we got character. Obviously, characters are some of the most important things in anime. If you're addicted to a character and just love the character so much, it's like even if the anime isn't amazing, it's just like you're watching it for that character. Prime example for me personally, Code Geass, bro. Code Geass, Lelouch is in my top 5 characters of all time, and then Code Geass, the anime, is like around like 25, I think, ish on my list. So you see the drop off with that, but I was just locked in because of Lelouch, bro. Like I was watching Lelouch every episode just be one of the greatest characters to ever exist in anime. Luffy being my favorite character of all time, I was so attached. Every time he felt pain, especially during the war arc and all that shit, I felt the pain. I was crying. And videos, if y'all want to see the videos, get us to 10K, bro. 10K, they might drop. Obviously, if there's no good characters in the show, like Made in Abyss, like, bro, like, it's like, what are you gonna, like, what are you gonna, like, bro, there's nothing to, like, watch. Like side characters, oh my god, bro. Like, side characters, obviously, obviously, you need a bunch of characters in an anime. But it's just, like, certain side characters just go crazy. So for me, personally, Sasuke and Vegeta, oh my god, I grew up on Vegeta. Like, I grew up on Vegeta, no one else. Like, Vegeta, I was on Vegeta's cock paws to, like, I just loved Vegeta, just my guy. Like, I wanted to be like him, like, just like the revenge, not the revenge type, but it's just like whatever he is, the type of antagonist.
I like side characters, but I was telling Rune earlier, like I'm like an MC dick rider. I'm like there's really like no anime, like I can't even think of an anime where I like the side character more than the MC, unless the anime has a dog shit MC, like the actual dog shit. For me personally, like if they are pussy or some shit like that, like if they stay pussy the whole entire time, we got problems. Like it's kind of unbearable to watch the show, because like these shows are made so that you like the MC, you know what I'm saying? Because they are the focal point of the show. Regardless of whether you like side characters or not, the MC is going to be the focal point of the show. You just have to watch them be ass the whole entire time. It really drops in anime. I've dropped a lot of animes because like the MC is just too ass. Some of them, obviously, like if they build into it getting better, like My Hero, for example, like I like My Hero, how much of a bitch Deku was. I mean, it was literally a meme. Like everyone knows Deku's a bitch. Obviously, it turns up and they build into it. So like as long as they like the develop the character, they don't like keep it like that the whole time, then I don't mind it. But that's just how important characters are. Like I've literally dropped series because of the MC, you know, and I can't watch female MCs. I just can't. I don't know if that'll get me canceled, but
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know if that'll get me canceled.
Keep that in, bro. You don't like female MCs.
I don't know what it is, but like
say with your chest, boy.
Like,
I don't think
I don't know what I watch it. I don't know. It's different. Like depending.
What
on
anime have you watched?
No.
I don't think I've ever watched.
Like Psychopaths.
He doesn't watch
bad ones. He's watched bad ones. I'm trying to find the good ones. Nah, the FMC. I don't.
It's hard to say because like if it's like I don't know. It depends what genre it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends what genre. Like Psychopaths, that shit. I was reading the description. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. I was like, yo, this shit is fucking lit. I opened first episode. And I'm like, wait, it's a female MC? I just stopped watching, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
You had to cut this.
Nah, I'm keeping it. Yeah, an ideal anime is basically have the fire-ass main character, and then the side characters are also elite. So that's like One Piece for me. I also like side characters a lot. I don't know, I just feel like it's cliche sometimes to just root for the MC, because, you know, obvious, you just root for the MC. So I get attached to a side character sometimes and freaking dick ride them, according to you, Kelly. But freaking like some side characters that stand out to me. Oh, one of them. You know the vibes.
Levi.
Law grew on me. I must say.
Law is cool though.
He grew on me crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, they're just side characters. Like if there's a good side character and obviously the main character delivers, then the show is just fire. Like I love the show.
I think Jake said it. Like he nailed it on the head, bro. If the MC is ass, bro,
Yeah,
it is so hard to like that. It is so hard because again, he's the
I
MC.
agree.
All the focus is on the MC. And, like again,
Somehow
but
My Hero is that good.
Yeah, I mean, it gets better.
But again, that's it. Because the side characters, the casting couch, pause. The casting, like they made up for everything. Because like, oh my, the fucking Todoroki, there's so many good ones. Like there's so many better MCs than Zaku that it's crazy. I think like AOT's got one of the best casts ever. Like the MC is good and the casting like it's so much better. Honestly, the MC again, like Evan in the beginning, I hated Evan. I said he's top 3 worst fucking characters.
I loved him in the beginning.
And then he turned up, and then I kind of switched up. Like now we were on Jaegers.
Yeah, you switch up.
What?
Again.
Yo, this cat. Yo, nah, don't switch up.
But then I switched back because Evan's ass again. Because I think Jujutsu is one of the best characters ever. Like Jujutsu's got some of the best characters ever. But the MC might be like generic or whatever. But the character, Mika, bro. Oh my god, stop it, Totoro. Oh my boy, brother. Oh my, like the pain. That's why I like the show. It's not just the animation. The animation's fire. But I like the characters too.
Alright, for our last topic, something that's important but not as important of what we were saying in the earlier topics is animation, bro. Obviously, 2022 animation is on a whole different level than back in the days, bro. Right now, the animation for all these animes are going absolutely berserk. I mean, Demon Slayer, wow, man. They brought a whole new, like, just, I don't even know what to call it, bro. What do you say?
He said Jujutsu.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but it's their good animation and still that ass. I don't know how, but it's just like, but anyway, so animation, bro, like, it's just like now in this year, bro, what they've done is absolutely ridiculous. But the thing is about animation is what they've done now is absolutely insane. Props, I don't even know what to call it. I still like all the old animes better than these animes. So it's like all the animes back in the day, like Dragon Ball Z, which is very old now, the old One Piece, because obviously One Piece is still going and they get the new animation too, so they're blessed. They have both sides. Naruto, all that shit, bro. Like, I like that animation was perfectly fine for me. Like, I really, obviously I see the difference and see that it's better, but for me it doesn't do anything for me, like, except for Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, like, I can't let go. Like, I can't go. When I was watching season 2, like, bro, like, it's completely changed my perspective of Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is fucking amazing. I love Demon Slayer. Not saying that Demon Slayer is as good as those animes I just mentioned, because they're not. That's what I'm saying. It's just like those animes, like, I mean, it had good animation, and it's just so good. Like, it's just so good. So for me, I mean, even Seven Deadly Sins, bad animation is what everyone complains about. I love Seven Deadly Sins. It don't mean too much to me. I mean, obviously, the better animation, the better. But I don't think it means that an anime can be better than another one just off strictly animation.
Yeah, no, animation is like not super important for me either. I mean, I guess it's probably not that important for all of us, because I might have watched like the worst rendition of Berserk, I'm not gonna lie, but that shit was fire, bro. Like,
17.
yeah, like the CG one, probably burger ass, bro. But like looking back on it, I was so I still think it's hype. Like I was hyped. I was watching that shit that weekly. I mean, we didn't mention it earlier, but like music and like ambiance and like sounds, like they enhance it like so much. Like, the music they would start playing when Berserk was going crazy, like I honestly didn't give a fuck that it's CG. Like I did not care. Like, and like people say it was bad. That was like the first CG one where I literally can just watch it. I guess the animation was bad, but because of how cool the characters were, how entertaining it was, the plot, everything, it just hit. Like it really didn't matter. I didn't care. Animation's like cool and all, it can definitely enhance it, but at the same time, like, it has all the other stuff we just talked about.
I was gonna say the animation can carry an ass anime to a mediocre level, but then I thought about it, you know, for the 15th time this episode. But Made in Abyss, according to people, has good animation, right?
Yeah, probably.
Good animation according to people. Personally, when I'm watching Made in Abyss, I do not think it has good animation. It has good aesthetic art style, but it doesn't have good animation. Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer's animation is like a one of a kind. Nah, it's one of a kind. You know it's one of a kind.
Nah, it's the best ever. It's the best ever.
I don't know what they did to those workers, but the shit they animated was the greatest animation thing. It's the greatest animation accomplishment ever, what they did with Demon Slayer. I don't know how they did it, bro. So that's an outlier, honestly. JJK is an example. It has like good animation, but I'm not that into it.
But it's not good. It's not as good. It's not as good as Demon Slayer.
But it's just not that good. It's not gonna do that much for me.
It's good, but not that good.
To be the S tier, you need some decent animation. One Piece had, for the time periods, those animes that we think are old and they had old animation, they were still pretty good animation for that time period. They delivered in that aspect.
Demon Slayer, like, I could say this: Ichigo versus Grimmjow, Luffy versus like Lucci, like those two fights I like those fights way more than any Demon Slayer fight ever, to present, the past, the future. Any of those fights ever, I like those fights way more. Like, they didn't have better animation, not at all. But the thing is, it just had more meaning. It just, like, the animation wasn't nowhere near Demon Slayer. But again, like, animation doesn't really matter, because like it just had more plot, it had more meaning behind this fight. Not just fighting in general, I guess. Like, you have to have like good animation, like decent animation. But just because it has amazing animation doesn't mean it's gonna be good. Like, again, I got high school. Animation is definitely like a key component, but it's not like the be-all like sale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we all agree animation isn't the most important thing in anime. But shout out to the old animes that are still going to this day that are gonna get both sides, bro. Because I mean, it's more of a W for them. It's crazy.
Jake brought up music. Music is, oh my god, music is so important to me. The good animes all have like crazy soundtrack OSTs. One Piece has good songs. I mean, One Piece doesn't have like that many good songs, but the songs that they have, like, they deliver. Like, when that music hits, you know what's gonna happen. You know shit's going down. Bleach is almost like 50% of the reason I really like Bleach is the music is just crazy to me.
I don't know. I'm one of these anime heads that don't care about the music at all whatsoever.
Really?
I mean, I just like, especially not openings and closings. Like, I've never watched one.
Nah, not like that.
Entire,
like the background.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, in general, like, I like a lot of people do like that. I not at all. Dragon Ball Z Kai, okay, I like that, like Dragon Ball Z Kai. Other than that, like, I don't, like, music just hasn't hit for me. You know, I'm straight young boy. Like, I don't like any other music but young boys. One Piece is pretty cool though. I like One Pieces. I like that.
Alright, we all know.
When you can remember a song for a certain thing, that's when you know the music's good.
Alright, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming to Class with Weeb Club, bro. This was an amazing episode. I hope you guys learned how to judge your anime. Let us know if we gave you guys some good tips. Let us know how you guys will be rating your animes from now on. Let us know if you guys think anything that we said was facts or fiction. Let us know how y'all would judge your animes if you have your own way of doing it. And one last thing, join the Discord, bro. The Discord going crazy. All the Piss and Abyss fans, I want you in the Discord, because your anime is realistically a bottom 5 anime I've ever seen in my life, and that's on everything, bro. Like, that anime is dog shit. So come in the Discord, let us know why it's good, because we'll fire back. So So we appreciate y'all support. Fuck Piss and Abyss. We love y'all so much. Again, let us know how y'all judge our anime. Fuck Piss and Abyss. Peace.